Just so much anxiety and like I feel like pressure around getting a career and getting a job after sports.
Oh my god, yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm back with Emilee Kry, my roommate and a senior captain on the track and field team, a Dyson baddie and a corporate baddie. So slide. So you're working next year. You're
That's
working
so
now.
scary.
Like I'm feeling pretty good. I'm really happy that I have another year, but mainly because there's just so much anxiety and like I feel like pressure around getting a career and getting a job after sports.
Oh my god, yeah. I think it's such a tough job market, especially like just trying. I feel like a lot of luck to get a job.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's so many people who have like the same like statistics of like who you know and such. So I feel like it comes down to like how you network, how well people know you, and just like how well you're able to connect with someone. And that just depends on like who your interviewer is and like what the position ends up being.
Throughout my time here, I've had a lot of anxiety about that. Like, oh, I'm not taking advantage of all the opportunities that I came to Cornell for because I'm, practicing and competing. Was that kind of the same thing for you?
Yeah, I remember like Morgan Stanley had a networking event and it was like at 7 p.m. at the Statler, and I was like running out of practice. I ran to Teal to like shower and like sprinted through Barton right back into Statler. So it's definitely a lot more of a chaotic place. I like try and balance that.
People like student athletes like to work. I hear this from mentors all of the time, but I think it's not so much student athletes afraid of like getting a job. It's like, am I going to be able to do the job? Because school is so hard, especially here at Cornell, and then we don't really have time to do a lot of internships because a lot of people are training over the summer.
Last summer I was working in New York and I was waking up at like 6 a.m. after by 6:15 to go like lift and like work out, and then back home by like 8, showered and like ran to work. Not figuring out like what you want and making sure like you're accomplishing like steps to make those goals, because I hope it set me up really well for the season, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, it's so hard. Like this summer I was like doing like kind of the internship with Voice and Sport, and then also coaching on the side to like make money, but then also training and traveling, and like you want to have an enjoyable summer, and then like so many people are like, oh, like go live in like New York City for the summer instead of staying home. There's all of this like what everyone else is kind of doing, that it's so hard to just like focus on what you need to do.
I'm from Connecticut anyway, so it's not too big of a deal, but even just like being like as a track athlete, you think like, oh, like you don't really need to like worry about equipment or like facilities, but like to get to a track I either had to go like all the way up really high up on the west side or like really low on like the east side, and they're just very inconvenient.
To the corporate baddies out there, aspiring corporate baddies out there who are trying to do an internship, be that smart cookie, do everything they can in track or whatever their sport is, like any advice for them?
I'd say like if you want it, just like go after it. Honestly, like people like love student athletes. We are renowned for being so good at time management and being able to manage so many different things. And so I think that's something that people really like when I talk about my interviews. As well as just like be like, I don't know, personal. Everybody likes like student athletes, like you have so many different things to offer, and just like letting them see that and like bring that to light is gonna be something that's so beneficial to you.
Hey guys, it's Sydney. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Let's Talk About It. If you did, make sure to leave a review and send it to a friend. Let's keep this conversation going. I'll see you guys next week.